Hey everyone, Miss Jada here to welcome you back to our second Animal American Sign Language video. Today we're going to continue with more Kansas mammals and learn about a new group of critters called invertebrates. More on that group later. Do you remember what makes a mammal special? They must have a backbone, fur or hair, be warm-blooded, and give birth to live young. With each animal today, we're going to learn the American Sign Language word. If you want to learn more ASL than what this video contains, head over to startasl.com. For now, let's meet our first animal. Bats are very helpful neighborhood mammals. Being the only mammal able to fly, they are quick to catch lots of insects at night. One little brown bat has been recorded eating 1,000 mosquitoes in 1 hour. They are great bug repellent for humans, so don't be scared if you see a bat flying around your yard. They are here to get a meal and help us out. To sign for bat, cross your arms over your chest and with your pointer fingers, flick twice. Kansas used to be home to lots of black bears, especially in our area, the eastern part of the state, but sadly they are no longer around. People hunted them too much because they were afraid of bears and thought they caused too many problems for humans. We now know we can live with wild animals by respecting their space and making our area seem unwelcome to them. One of the best ways to keep bears safe and away from you is to secure anything that might be food to them, even trash. This keeps them from thinking people means a bear gets a free lunch. The ASL word bear is your arms crossed and your hands clawing at your chest twice. Wolves are another mammal that used to run wild in Kansas but have since been extirpated, meaning there are no more left in the state. Wolves travel in large family groups and hunt together. A common Kansas wild dog is the coyote, which is much smaller than a wolf and likes to be alone. To sign for wolf, use your fingers to draw out a long snout away from your face. To sign for coyote, you must fingerspell C-O-Y-O-T-E. The rodent you are most familiar with is the mouse. When they get into our homes, they are called pests, but out in the wild, they have their place in nature. These small mammals eat a variety of different things, and they also feed lots of different animals. They are an important part of the food chain. Mice have sensitive noses to help them sense the world around them. So to make their sign, flick your index finger across your nose like you're twitching your nose back and forth. Probably the most common backyard mammal you have seen in your neighborhood is the squirrel. There are two types found in this area, the gray squirrel and the fox squirrel. Squirrels have an amazing memory, which allows them to remember where they bury food, like acorns and walnuts, to create food stores for the winter. If a squirrel buries 10 acorns, he could find half of them, even if he buried them many months ago. How many acorns do you think you could find in winter if you buried them in summer? Would you need a map, or could you remember every location? The ASL word squirrel looks like you're making squirrel teeth with your pointer and middle finger bent and tapped together. That's all for the mammals we're going to learn about today. Let's move on to different animals. In the last video, we discussed that mammals have backbones, but what about animals without backbones? There's actually way more animals on Earth that don't have backbones than animals with backbones. And an animal without a backbone is called an invertebrate. For example, let's talk about insects. Scientists have identified 1 million different types of insects, but there could be many millions more that we don't know about yet. Yes, you heard me right. Some scientists estimate there could be as many as 10 million different types. But let's stick to the ones we have around here. A butterfly is usually a colorful winged insect that flies from plant to plant, drinking nectar and pollinating. To sign for butterfly, face your palms towards you and hook your thumbs together. Flap your hands like wings. A baby butterfly is actually a caterpillar that eats leaves to get ready for the big metamorphosis from larva to adult. The ASL word for caterpillar is one hand flat, palm facing upward, and the other hand's index finger inching across your palm. If you want to tell your friends about insects in general, the sign for bug is forming the number 3 with your thumb against your nose and pointer and middle finger upright. Bend pointer and middle finger twice. The number 3 stands for the 3 pairs of legs all adult insects have. How many pairs of legs do you have? A common predator of insects is a spider. Spiders have 4 pairs of legs, so they are not insects, but are in their own group called arachnids. In Kansas, only 2 spiders are venomous to humans, the brown recluse and black widow. The rest use their mild venom to help digest their prey. Can you see the spider on this leaf? To sign spider, hold one hand over the other with your fingers out. Wiggle your fingers as you move your hands forward like a spider crawling. Our last critter is another invertebrate, but has no leg pairs. Any guesses what it could be? How about a worm? There are lots of different kinds of worms, but a common one around here is the earthworm. These soft creatures like to live underground where they eat dead plants and other organic material. Their castings, or poop, fertilizes the soil they live in and makes it a better place for new plants to grow. The sign for worm is to hold one hand flat and upright. With your other hand, use your pointer finger to inch across the palm of the upright hand. This looks like a worm crawling underground where we don't see all the work they do making the soil healthier. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.